It's a bit of a freebie. It's against the darts. But now Gary Stone will want to get his campaign up and running.
55, Gary O'Carr 24.
Just signs of that confidence. I said he could go 2-0 down. He won't be panicking. He'll still feel like the winner in this one.
Game shot on the third leg, Gary Stone.
Last start in hand.
And there's that, just that little flick rather than the smoothness that we saw at the beginning.
26, Patrick O'Carr 90.
Is there a possible statement here that maybe Gary's underestimated this man?
I think we said that from day one. It's 2 darts, a double 15 for the match.
Game shot in the match,
is an
Patrick
absolute quality
Boogaard.
finish and a big 4-2 victory. He was labelled the underdog in that game against the heavy favourite in Gary Stone. Options on 108. So treble 17 for double 18. This is quality. This would be for a 15 dart.
90, Mike O'Carr 109.
The first chink in the armour there for Mike Gillet. He won't want to slide into a small number this time. So it's treble 19.
54, Wesley O'Carr 18. Game shot on the second leg, Wesley Plazier.
You're picking up where I'm picking up. That he means a bit more business in this Group B. You have to feel this must go. His opponents look really good today. Can he replicate what Wesley
Game shot
did?
on the fourth leg,
Absolutely
Mike
can,
Gillet.
because that's what Mike Gillet does.
Big. If you're going to lose small.
No score. Wesley O'Carr
The term I
5.
would use for that, and I think Paul Nicholson would agree, would be unlucky. The 8th time at the board. It's 2 darts, a double 2. It
Game
was a
shot
little
on
bit
the match,
ugly at the
Wesley
end.
Plazier.
But it's Wesley Plazier that wins 4-1. It's a great start to his Group B campaign. And Mike Gillet, who we're just thinking, must do better. North is in good shape here, you feel. Certainly is now. We'll be looking at treble 17.
81, Gary O'Carr 127.
Just not happening for the big favourite, is it?
Not at all. Wasn't even able to stay straight there. with that
75,
opening
Richard
dart.
O'Carr 65.
And Richard North's the sort of player that can jump in and punish. This will be a breaker throw, and then he'll be thrown for 3-0. Gary Stone could be in big trouble here. He's got the 25. It is in Richard. 2 darts at tops.
We know his love for tops.
Game shot on the second leg,
That's
Richard
exactly
North.
the same spot. And once again, Gary Stone is right up against it right now.
6.
This is what the man can do.
Game shot on the fifth leg,
Is
Gary
that the
Stone.
catalyst? Is that the moment? You've still got to fancy Northie. Northie will have the dart in the last leg. Dart. Carelessly close to that double 15 again. Just where those barrels are, that was
No
virtual
score.
impossibility.
Richard O'Carr 39.
He tells you exactly what he feels about that. And Richard North take the spoils. Double 10. I have a feeling he was going for those 7 there with his reaction. But this is for the match. Gary's given up. Put his
Game
dart
shot
in his
on the
pocket,
match,
and that's the
Richard
reason
North.
why. Give this man a dart and a double. He lit it. It's been a very disappointing start for the big favourite Gary Stone.
Patrick O'Carr 80. Game shot on
That's
the third
quality.
leg, Patrick van den Boogaard.
Just something special when you get a double like that. It's an 80 finish and 2 darts. You're just telling your opponent an awful lot as well.
Back on 1-4-1.
This is for 2 wins out of 2. He never gets the headlines, but he's been terrific this week.
Game shot on the
Just
match,
taking his
Patrick van
time.
den
It's a
Boogaard.
big 4-3 victory for Patrick van den Boogaard. For Mike Gillet, it's a case of what could have been. He had his chances. Never the nicest to finish because you're thinking of double 19 at this point. 78. He does like double-double. So it's down to tops for the leg.
78.
He's done that a few times
Richard
this week
O'Connor,
as
72.
Wesley. Just like to use and utilise that double 19 bed. I feel for Richard North, this is a must. He might be looking at the bullseye. 15 bullet is
47.
just the
Wesley
one
O'Connor,
side
20.
of the wire. It just seems to be doing enough right now. It's a good marker.
Game shot on the second leg.
2-0
Wesley
to the big
Plazier.
man from Holland as he flexes that shoulder there. Like I say, it's probably been a bit of a long week. But this is for a real big statement. The tops. It's
Game
4-0
shot
to
in the match.
Wesley
Wesley
Plazier.
Plazier.
That's got to go from treble 20 down to treble 19, but it's all irrelevant.
93.
Lots
Wesley
of pressure
O'Connor,
on the
69.
69. But this is for a real big statement. The tops. It's
Game
4-0
shot
to
in the match.
Wesley
Wesley
Plazier.
Plazier.
That's a big, big win over Richard North. He joins his good friend at the top on 4 points. That's the tail of the tape there. Not an awful lot to choose between the averages there. But when he got down to it,
5.
Suppose when you've already lost the first few games, that stress of it has gone out the situation. For a
85.
12 darter there for Gary Stone and a breaker throw. He will be back. Gillet can't take out 189.
and if we're being hypercritical, all Gary's saying is, why do I keep going under on that double top? Because that's his go-to double. But he's got another 3 darts, and that's what he's got to remind
Gary
himself.
20.
He hit this first time last time. And when good things happen, you just try to replicate that.
Game shot on the second
And that
leg.
just
Gary
creeps
Stone.
into the double. So
87.
Missed the board.
Game shot on the
that
fourth leg.
is what
Mike
you do when
Gillet.
you miss a board. You just get the feeling with Mike Gillet and just needed something there. I want to beat you 6-0, but should look at bull.
89. Mike Ricard 60.
He's played an absolute blinder here. He's going to get 2 darts at tops for 3-3.
Game shot on the
What
sixth
a
leg. Mike Gillet.
turnaround. The checkout ratio for Mike Gillet. He's had 3 darts at a double. And fair play to him because he was dead and buried. First of all, it's Mike Gillet. Is it the bull or is it treble? It's the bullseye. Oh.
56. Gary O'Connor 74.
To conclude the job, to resist the challenge.
54. Mike Ricard 25.
He's had an opportunity, but it was just a dart.
This has been the comeback of all comebacks. He's going to get 2 darts at double A.
Game shot
What
on the
a
match, Mike
staggering
Gillet.
performance from Mike Gillet. He was out for the count. He was looking for the early bath. He was 3-0 down. His opponent was flying, but Mike Gillet was absolutely superb in that last 4 legs. Leading 2-0 against his compatriot. Now it's about setting up. He wants a treble.
57.
Doesn't get it.
Wesley O'Connor 120.
Said Wesley's average is very substandard. I just felt there was something as he walked on the hockey. It didn't look right. He can put it right now. It's tops.
Game shot on the
What
second
an
leg.
angle
Wesley
that is.
Plazier.
And there does mean something to him. You can see that reaction there.
$25. Patrick O'Connor 16.
The pace is just really, really slow, and I don't think it's suiting either player.
Game shot on the fifth leg. Patrick van den Boogaard.
It's Patrick just doing what he needs to do. In the 70s, it's just not what we expect, and for Patrick is all over this. Doesn't need to go for treble 18.
Do you get the feeling that when Wesley's playing
100.
Patrick, he just loses the intensity?
He just looks... He looks tired. Simply just looks tired. I don't think I can add much more to that. Or
98.
if you don't have your own
Patrick Carr,
motivation
64.
there, gives himself a thumbs up there. But it's the 16's bed for the match. It's 2 darts at double 8. And it's
Game
Patrick
shot of the
van den
match, Patrick
Boogaard.
van den
He's the
Boogaard.
guy who was the big outsider in Group B. He's never going to be the headline act, but he's played 3, won 3. He continues to impress. The games now. Richard North will have another game after this. Tops for 2-0.
90.
So many players are dropping deep, aren't they, with that first dart?
$95. Richard Boogaard, 20. Game shot on the second leg. Richard North. Car 89.
He hasn't asked to do anything real spectacular, but this would be for an 11 darter. Treble 19. Well, he got there in
Game
the
shot on
end.
the fourth leg. Richard North.
For a beautiful 12 darter. Just reminding not only Mike Gillet, but the rest of the players, just to say the game's feeling good.
So Richard
100.
North should
Richard
be
Boogaard,
getting
60.
2 darts for the match.
It would be 2 wins out of 3. And a very acceptable start to his Group B campaign. Got a dart at double 10. He
Game
didn't need
shot
to
on the
move
match,
across the
Richard
hockey, and
North.
that is a big dart, a big win. 4-2 to Richard North against his good friend Mike Gillet. It shows you exactly how he feels. Once again, he'd be left disappointed because that confidence burst he had. Big dart.
Game shot on the second leg.
Big
Gary
moment
Stone.
for Gary Stone.
Richard Boogaard, 60.
Pacey. Clinical. This is to save the match, you feel. Awkward.
40. Gary Boogaard, 49.
Wesley will be disappointed the way the night's concluded. Fully expect this to go from Gary.
Game
It's been
shot
a
on the match.
disappointing
Gary
night
Stone.
for Gary Stone, but he's finished on a high with a big 4-1 victory over Wesley Plazier. He will be playing in first game tomorrow. It gives him the opportunity to join the Big Dutch, but he has to see the positives from what's been a very difficult night. This is where the confidence wavers slightly. Does everything right. The execution isn't always the best. But it is that time.
Game
These
shot
are
on the
big
third
moments.
leg.
Patrick van den Boogaard had a big break of throw. If he was going to win this match, he had to break North. He's done that job.
North, 52 points required for the match. He's had a lot of success
32.
on the
Patrick
double 10
Boogaard,
throughout the day.
104.
He nearly closed the day. He'll be hoping to come back. Patrick van den Boogaard, who has already took out 4 ton-plus finishes so far this week, needs a treble with this dart.
80.
Sets it up nicely.
Richard Boogaard, 20.
But Richard North, 3 darts in hand to wrap this one up and pick
Game
up
shot in the
his
match,
third
Richard North.
victory of the day. He ends the day joint top of the table on 6 points. Richard North and Patrick van den Boogaard will be both happy with their day's work. It's 4 games played.